to protest. I grant you that you have the right to protest. The protests that were called at 4 o'clock, you have the right to protest. But you do not have the right to break the law and go and seize evidence from there. I'm sorry, my understanding of the constitution and the law of the land does not allow any individual, and that individual could be a chief minister, that is not allowed. Protest, going to court is allowed, which you have done now. I'm given to understand, there's breaking news coming in that the TMC has now filed a petition before the single bench of Justice Subra Ghosh,
yes,
which has been filed. ED goes to court first, now TMC goes to court. That is the forum where they should have been decided
not only to the court, Navika ji. The Bengal police has filed an FIR against the ED as well.
Fair.
So this is not happening now.
Fair.
It happened around 3:30.
But only,
so this is what the right.
But only after you have seized material and walked off a scene of a raid. And Anmol Panwar, I want to ask you, and this is a question from a citizen of this country who's saying कि भाई मैं भी ये कर लूं क्या? आप तो एनआरकी बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं, कहीं भी धरने पे बैठ जाते थे. अब आप बता दीजिए, क्या यही मॉडल पूरे देश में चलना चाहिए?
No, this is
Navika ji, agencies, we all know, the whole nation knows that the agencies like ED and CBI, they function at the behest of Bharatiya Janata Party, and they have lost their credibility a long time ago. Everyone knows that wherever the BJP sees that their defeat is imminent, their parrots, their Tota and Maina, ED and CBI comes into action, and votes are being stolen, democracy is being looted in daylight, and now the same BJP through ED and CBI wants that the opposition parties must not even campaign. Nalin Koliji said that every time cash is got, opposition party points finger at the ED. Nalin ji, for 2 years, our leaders were put behind bars. Thousands of raids took place, not a single evidence, not a single witness. And eventually, in one of the cases, the Enforcement Directorate filed a closure report stating that they have got no evidence against Satyendra Jain. Moreover, the Honorable Supreme Court of our country in May 2025 said that ED is crossing all limits, violating federal structure. I'm quoting the Honorable Supreme Court. In 2023, they said actions of ED are vindictive. There's something wrong with ED. In 2024, the Honorable Chief Justice of India of the Supreme Court said we have seen a pattern of ED just making allegation without specific evidence in many cases. In April 2025, the Honorable Supreme Court said
next time the ED comes in, dande se maar do. Is that how things will operate in this country? And Nalin Kohli, before you respond, I want to put out for our viewers tonight. We did a survey on social media. ED raids coal scam suspect. Chief Minister Mamta's obstruction objectionable. We asked this question. Yes, say 83% of the people. No, say 14%. Can't say 3%. Nalin Kohli, please respond not just to what you have to say about the ED, but also to the allegation that before every election, you're politically motivated by sending agencies into every political party's workings. Please answer that.
That's easy to answer. I'm grateful that you asked me this question, Navika ji, for the reason that 83% of your snap polls show that they don't think what Mamta ji has done is justified. An election is not run by the ED. The ED or the CBI or the police don't do anything in terms of an election. People vote. And we have a country where broadly everybody acknowledges, except for motivated people like Rahul Gandhi ji and the Congress party, when they lose an election, then they say that democracy is in danger. When they win it, then democracy is doing well. So let's keep aside that, tainted or sort of colored interpretation of how free and fair elections in India are. What? The reality is people vote and people reject parties, people accept parties. So how can you say that they
So the only question that remains to be answered is, if Mamta Banerjee wins the Bengal elections, then is everything forgotten because people have voted for her? Or will this country once again look at whether these actions actually encourage anarchism? On the other side, the question will be asked, is the BJP being politically motivated? Well, everybody's fate hangs in the balance. The courts hear the matter tomorrow. We'll know legally who's right, who's not. But as far as I'm concerned, as an Indian today, I'm extremely worried. If political parties are going to do their muscle flexing in the manner that we've seen in Bengal today, well, what does this augur for a country that we call India, our Bharat? Is this the country for us citizens, or is it only for politicians, where they will settle their battles by breaking the law, but you and I have to follow the law? Is that fair? That's the question people of India are asking tonight.